What is happening, guys? Welcome back to Redbeard's Garage, and this is the Himiway C5 Ultra e-bike. Today we're going to go through all of its features, and we're going to go ride it on-road and off-road to show you what this thing's about. The Himiway C5 Ultra is a 48-volt, 750-watt e-bike. The bike features front and rear hydraulic disc brakes that are easy to maintain and have a ton of stopping power. The bike has long travel front forks that have fork guards to protect them, as well as adjustable dampening. Has a single gas shock on the rear swing arm. This bike features a 7-speed Shimano gear set with dual finger shifting. On the left-hand side, you'll find a thumb throttle as well as the control panel. Up and down arrows allow you to adjust the input from the pedal assist, as well as the main power and the menu button. Holding down on the plus button will turn on and off the headlight. This bike reminds me of a dirt bike with its motocross style seat, and it's one of the best looking e-bikes that I've ever had on our channel. So we're going to take this bike out and give it a try off-road and on-road and see what the new Himiway C5 Ultra is all about. Alright, so we're on the C5 Ultra from Himiway. I'm going to power it on. Simple power button, and you have 5 different modes. If you hit the up arrow, you can see we're in mode 5, and that's going to be mainly for the pedal assist. Got a full battery. Haven't rode it but just a few minutes. It is different that the throttle, the E throttle is on the left hand, but let's take this thing out. Non-adjustable seat, just like a lot of e-bikes are for some reason going this way, but she's got some speed to it. It's not nothing I would call fast. Off-road it's not fast anyways, but you get it out on the asphalt and it does pretty good. I do have the front forks set at their high setting, and another thing is the rear brakes is on the right hand, left is front brakes. And this trail is not going to be the best trail because it's rutted out, washed out, but the bike's one of the better bikes I've rode. The brakes are super strong. It's got the mineral spirits brakes on it. Mineral oil. What? Mineral spirits? What are you talking about, whiskey? But it is different having the brakes. I feel like on most things the back brakes is the opposite on like mini bikes and stuff, but got a decent amount of power. Massive pothole. I'm so used to our mini bikes having the back brakes over here, so I have to be aware of that. Get a stick, but for the most part this thing does a really good job. Almost every e-bike I've been on, the forks bottom out. This one, I haven't had that happen yet. Running about 16 through here. I'm gonna hit this rut. I did have to assist it quite a bit, which I mean you can expect with 750 watts. Come on, baby. I am pedal assisting up hills, but letting the bike do its job in the straightaways. So it does really good. You can see, I mean, that wasn't much. That was 1 mile basically. And the battery's not starting to drop yet. And that was about 100% on the throttle, the electric throttle, the whole time. I pedaled up hills and stuff. It does have this gauge, tells you how much throttle you're putting on it. So if we go down the driveway, about the fastest I've seen is 18. Well, there's 19, lie to you. There's 20. And that was all pretty much flat ground. The brakes work, and the brakes are extremely good. They'll throw you over the handlebars real quick. I'm pedaling as well. So it looks like 20 is about as far as it'll let me go. It's like it's holding me at 20. So we'll get this thing out on the asphalt and we'll top speed it. But so far, the suspension is the best I've had on an e-bike for sure. I haven't bottomed out the front. If I bottomed out the rear, I haven't noticed it. All right, fast forward and we're in town. We don't have any good areas to ride, you know, on roads near my house. So we always bring them out to the streets. I'll tell you, this thing is, I'm using the pedals right now in full power, which you can tell how much power I'm using by the bar here. But this bike is pretty dang sweet. Like hitting sidewalks on them. This is by far the best suspension though that I've had. I'm using all power right now, no pedal, just hammering down. So 20, it's limited at 20. Like with the pedals, 100% limits it. Go up to 5. Yeah, it's, so I'm sure there's a way to unlock it, but there's a lot of menus on these screens. I don't want to mess with it because I have messed around in the menus before and messed it up. So I'm not going to do that, but 20 miles per hour is what you can expect. I would about guarantee once I can figure out how to unlock it, this bike would, I'm going downhill, so of course I'm going to get higher, but this bike 100% would be able to do 30. All of them normally can 30 or more. But this is definitely, you know, we say it every new bike that comes out, but this one's by far, this is the first e-bike I've had that doesn't the suspension doesn't bottom out. Yeah, so 7th gear is all she's got. But yeah, the suspension doesn't bottom out, and I'm a heavy guy. That was a hard hill. I was in 7th gear, which is that's the biggest thing, is every one of these the suspension bottoms out, and it's very uncomfortable riding them off-road, and this one is not. So I highly recommend checking out the Himiway C5 Ultra. It is definitely my top pick of e-bike that we've messed with, especially once we can find out how to unlock it. That's going to be the game changer on it. The brakes are insane when you have a hydraulic disc. This thing will stop you in a heartbeat. Let's hit a little bump right here. Just blasting down the sidewalks. The suspension, I'm telling you, it's crazy at how good it is. I didn't expect the rear to be that good. And this does have a different tread than most of these e-bikes have. More of a, I would say it's like a universal tread, good for on or off-road. But A lot of these e-bikes have a soft compound on the tires, and this one's not as soft. It's almost like a foamish rubber compound. They wear really fast on asphalt, but this one doesn't seem like it is as soft as most e-bikes. But yeah, so let's recap this bad boy. Look at my lot. This is more of an actual rubber tire. This tire is going to last a lot longer than any of the other e-bikes I've had. So this is our overview of the Himiway C5 Ultra. I don't even think this bike is out yet. I know at the time of filming this video it's not. But what do you guys think of it? I think it's one of the best looking e-bikes that we've had, and the suspension is by far the best. I'm 6 foot tall and I'm close to 300 pounds. I know, where do you put it? That's what I say. I'm like 290. And we've had problems with the front forks on e-bikes just like bottoming out under heavy riding. This one does not. Because of the long travel they put on there, it's way better. And another thing is your tires on asphalt wear out super fast on most e-bikes. This has an actual like rubber compound. So this feels like a mini bike tire or a motorcycle tire. I haven't even wore the hairs off the tire yet. Top speed of 20 miles per hour. I know there's a way to unlock it. I just don't want to go like willy-nilly through all these menus and try to change it. You could get 30 out of it, but if I say this in every video, like I would love when I was in high school, like early high school years, to have this ride back for school. That would be sick. So if I think you're serious about riding off-road, this is the first bike I could truly recommend for riding off-road. It has the fork guards to protect the forks, the exposed fork. The brakes are extremely good. I highly recommend checking it out. Links will be in the video description. Big shout out to Himiway for sending out this bike for us to try out. This is our honest opinion about it. It is by far the best. It's a sick bike. And by the way, this is what a 6 foot rider looks like. Like, I'm comfortable. So when you're pedaling, your knees are high. Every fixed seat e-bike is like this. This is not that bad. I mean, if you was pedaling miles and miles, I think this would get uncomfortable, but that's why you have the electric assist. Like, I would treat a bike like this as using electric as much as possible, and then just using a pedal assist when I needed it. But that being said, let us know what you think about this bike in the comment section below. I think it looks absolutely awesome. By far the best looking e-bike out there. Did a good job, Himiway. So check out the links in the video description, and thank you guys so much for watching. We love you, and God bless.